Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Great Taz Gaming YouTube channel. And right now, we're about to have a new news episode. So let's get it on the road. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Great Taz. I am back, and guess what? This is February the 19th on the recording of 2020, and we're here to talk about the Sandbox server. Other than that, we're doing a news episode, and there are some new things that come across. Starting tomorrow, the Burlesque Challenge will be on. This is a challenge like any other for a Tier 8 crossover between a medium light tank. It's a light size vehicle with medium size abilities, I guess you could call it. It's kind of a real weird tank. I will put a link in the description and also a card to Quickie Baby's review of this tank. All right, on with that. We have a bunch of different things going on here. Weekly jackpot, 3 discounted bundles are now available in the shop. Masteries Wave 3, a 58 vehicle head start. Check out 2Me premium shop bundles. I don't know what this is. Tank University. The Valentine's Day stuff is coming up to a wrap pretty soon. So by the time you watch this, it may be over. We're going to check out the 58 head start. All right, the 58 Head Start is, holy crap, $324, $325, and it contains, 58 tanks, 58 premium tanks. If you ever wanted a whole crap ton of 46, this bundle has 46 in it, 100% crew for each of them. And if you ever wanted to burn $325, there you go. The other one, the starter pack, is $100. It has 12. So there is your 58 tanks. If you want to burn and give Wargaming $425 of your hard-earned money, go for it. You can get 58 tanks. All right, now let's go ahead and go back to where we were before. The big thing is the Sandbox server is now closed. They closed it today. I'm pretty sure they weren't supposed to close it until tomorrow, which means I didn't get all the missions done. I only got 2/3 of them done, and I only had 10 left of the third one to do. So, all right. So I'm gonna read some of this. I'm gonna glimpse over it. Wargaming is thanking everyone that took part in it and wrote on the forums. They watched player reactions via forums, social media, and YouTube. I don't know if anybody actually looked at anything on my YouTube. Really don't. I'm hoping they did. All right. That would be awesome if they did. So here's the feedback. In doubt, all right. The tested complex rebalance raised several reasonable doubts and questions, and here are the recurring firms. Now, these are things, some of these are not going to happen. The discussion suggests the overall key idea of the Sandbox works as players had a chance to test, discuss, and assess suggested changes before implementing into the main version. And here's some of the things. How's it going to impact gameplay? All right. Will vehicles at the bottom of the team list have an even harder time in battle? Which, you think about it, when you're 2 down and you right now have to use gold ammo with some of the tier 8s as they're using tier 8s versus tier 10. You have to use gold rounds with some of the tier 8s to pen some of the tier 10s, no matter where you shoot them. So how's that going to affect the overall performance? Which vehicles will become more relevant in the new system? Which one would become less? What happened to the vehicles with low penetration values at stock shells, like the T69 and the T44? They have the lowest penetration rounds, especially on the top gun for the T69. And I'm not sure about the T44. That also is the same for the big gun on the T69, you literally have to fire premium rounds to penetrate anything. It's stock round penetration values are so crap. And that's the first gun you get on the T54E1. So I don't know why they don't say the T54E1 here and here. Also, the T69 overall does have some crap penetration round values. All right. How will the impact premium vehicles? These are all the questions that were raising concerns. They understand these concerns. The aimed idea is to check the state of the balance and the hit points adjusted armor before individual turning vehicles. They may affect general balance thanks to sound passing. We now necessary data to proceed with our research. Players correctly noted the new mechanics of causing HP shells were incomprehensible and unpredictable, which means the implementation of the islands did not achieve the desired effect. So basically what they're saying here is the HE mechanics that they were trying out are not coming to live server. The SPG rebalance, since the HE rebalance isn't coming out right, they're not even going to worry about it. They're going to wait until they get the HE rebalance fixed, and then they're going to do this, which is kind of stupid because they said that the HE shells and the SPG shells are considered two different types in programming. So when they do the HE shell changes, it's not going to affect the SPG changes with their damage and stuff like that. But they noted there's a clear paradigm of shells and reworked HP to vehicle together with the mechanics of HE shells and their further improvement is and are not ready to release in the current state. The one thing they did certainly note is armor piercing shells ended up ineffective and undesirable in the current shell paradigm. Here's my thought on the AP shells. Yes, they're goddamn well they're nice. Yes, some of them got over 300 to 350 penetration. But with the inaccuracy that they made artillery before they compared to when they were originally had AP shells, it makes them literally ineffective because your chance of actually hitting your target with an AP shell is so god dang minimal. It's a waste of credits. It's a waste of time. You might as well go for the HE shell constantly and do guaranteed damage no matter if they hit within your splash radius. Then we would go with an AP shell hoping to God you actually hit your damn target. If and only if they add armor piercing shells in, armor piercing shells need to be specialized and have higher accuracy than HE shells. I don't know if they can do that or not, but that's the only way I see armor piercing shells working. They need to have a 10% better accuracy rating than the HE shells. All right, confirmed hypothesis. Here is what's going to happen. The tech tree changes by this. The change is going to be implemented into the game. And the tech tree interface become more user-friendly. I really don't goddamn well think so. Yes, I think so. No, more transparent, not freaking really. Universal's game that's distributed across inside the tech tree now exists. A universal scheme? No, it's not universal. And I'm going to show you why. All right. Players don't have to start researching a new branch starting in low tiers. Well, that's, again, a lie. Vehicle sparing time for XP and effort for those primarily interested in high-tier machines. This is the fucking bitch I have with this, okay? The only people that are interested in getting high-tier machines instantly are the fucking Unicoms that are rerolls. Excuse my French. Rerolls are the only people who want to get to the top tiers as quickly as possible. I actually enjoyed, and I have one person that commented on my last YouTube video that him and all his friends enjoyed the low tier vehicles. They enjoyed the variety at low tier. Matter of fact, they wanted, and I remember when this game first came out, and Wargaming did a damn good job. They did a good job. They didn't do a great job because they broke a lot of shit and they put a lot of broken vehicles in the game. Originally, when I started playing this game in 2011, there was one server for the North American and the Europeans. All right. It was a combined server and it was in Europe. All right. Here's the thing about that. There was 3 major tech trees, the North American, the U.S., the Russian, and the German. All right, and they were very minimal trees. All right, they had one heavy line, but I think the Germans may have at one point ended up. They got a second line in there. The Russians had one. They had one or two of each, and all of them had one arty line. Okay, long time ago, right? And that's when it became live in April 12th of 2012. All right, that is when it became a live game and released to the general public. And also at the certain time that just before that, North America got their own damn servers. All right. So here, what is the statement going on here right now? And here's what I got to say about that. People wanted more vehicles. People wanted more maps. They started making maps, and the problem is it's really hard to make a map that looks somewhat realistic, but yet then balanced. You can't make half a map and then copy paste it upside down for the bottom of the map, or left or right. Doesn't matter. It's really hard to make a truly balanced map. There are still quite a few imbalances in some of the maps, just in some of the games. Mine still has some imbalancing issues. All right. My theory on how to fix the mine imbalancing issues would be put the starting points basically in the 8-9 corner of the respective top and bottom. That makes it a little harder for each, and put more buildings in the northern part that make where there's more stuff that got to go around, so the southern portion can actually make it to the hill about the same time. Still, the north side still can get to the hill quicker, or open up better lanes for the south side to shoot the north side when they're getting up on the hill. Okay, that makes other unbalances. But we're not here to talk about the stupid maps. All right, we're talking about this. This is the problem I have. Players were more concerned about the goddamn collector vehicles than they were actually having some ability to move around. All right, if this change is an implemented game, this change is being implemented into the game, ladies and gentlemen, and I will put a link in the description and a card to my video so that you know what vehicles are being removed, so you can start working on those vehicles. All right. They'll be including the tier 6 to 8 vehicles will be credited for purchase. Players will be able to buy them after a potential update goes live, therefore eliminating the rest to research these vehicles. I don't know. See, they took the test server down, and on the Sandbox server, they were all, they were all reward vehicles. On the Sandbox server, you couldn't get the 6 to 10. So what they're planning on doing, I'm not sure. Okay, so the tech tree changes are coming, ladies and gentlemen, like it or not. Unfortunately, here's my problem. All right, here's the UK. You see, right now they have 5 choices. They go down to 1 choice. Here's the German. Again, 5 choices. They drop down to 1 choice at tier 2. Here's the American. 4 choices. They drop down to 1 choice. Here's the Russian. Okay? They have 5 choices. They go down to 2. Here's my issue. They call it equal. Right? A universal fucking scheme. How is it fucking universal when everybody else, all right, tier 4 is where they split. Tier 4 is where here's Germany, tier 3. Here's British. How the fuck is it universal when your 4 major trees are all different where their fucking split is, Wargaming? How? It's not universal. That is not a universal thing. All right? Not universal whatso goddamn ever. You want to make it universal? Take the T60 out and put in a freaking branch from the BT2 to the T7. T70. That'll make it more universal. All right, how do I fix the American tanks? All right, let's see. What the hell are you taking out? You going from the 3 to the Stuart. All right, you want to make it change? Let's do this. Instead of the Stuart going here, Make the M2 Light go into the M3 Stuart. All right. What am I going to put back into the medium line? Put the M2 Medium back in. Put the M2 Medium back in as your tier 3, and that will make it a universal play. Right? That gives an option for everybody starting at tier 3. Right there. That is what universal means. Universal means same across the fucking board. Not same across the board. America, you get no choice until tier 4. British gets a choice. German, tier 3. British, tier 3. And as we freaking seen here, Russia, right off, tier 2. Now, after these two, if you remove these two and bring the change off of here, and bring the British and German into tier where all their changes come off to tier 4, I will go with it. That will be universal. You guys do not know the meaning of universal. Wargaming, get your head out of your ass, check the Oxford Dictionary for the damn meaning of the word universal. It means same across the goddamn board. Anyways, sorry. I'm a little freaking irritated about the freaking tech tree changes. I don't like them using a word like universal. And it doesn't work. All right, increased durability in low-tier vehicles. This all stuff is coming. The Sandbox server, we increased the durability of tier 1 through 6 vehicles and made the gradual increase across the tiers smoother, more consistent. The results fully justified our expectation. Players showed a reduction in the cost of mistakes during battles, and the low-tier vehicles now survive longer. Conversely, the average battle duration, overall comfort of playing these vehicles also increased. We specifically specify the exact values of HP as soon as the data and test is analyzed. All right, I did like the idea of the lower tier vehicles that I did play. They had more hit points. So it wasn't like, you know, you're running across, as you would right now, running across the PZJ2, and it just literally will clip you out. It will kill you in half a clip. Because they're using nothing but premium rounds, no matter, I mean, any tanks that it sees, it will clip, you know, especially its tier or below. It'll clip them out in one clip. So now it doesn't happen. All right, so they worked on that. Here's the thing they should do with that tank. They're removing it. That's done. All right, the Sandbox servers on the 19th shut down. I didn't expect, it was supposed to be 10 days. This would have been the 9th day because they opened on the 10th. A full 10 days they should have shut down tomorrow morning. That would have been a full 10 days. They said a full 10 days of testing and whatever. So the Sandbox shut down today. We have plenty of statistics and player feedback. We're waiting for a question or results. Thanks for taking the time to complete it. We hope you reward liking us out. You had to complete goddamn missions in the game on the Sandbox to actually get the fucking reward. All right. The reward was nice. They were split up. You had to do 10 freaking battles in the low tier, being place 10th or higher in experience. 15 in low tier would be 2, 3, and 4. Mid tier would be 6, 7, and 5, 6, and 7. You had to do 15, and then you had to do, which was stupid, 30 in 8, 9s, and 10s. I made like 20. I made like 19. I was fucking short. That was my goal today, was to actually finish it off. So that's kind of why I'm a little irritated. Will not relieve the new balance as you saw it. We need time to conduct the analysis. Several implementations of the Sandbox are spot on, but we'll still need adjustment. As a result, we'll be proceeding durability increases for low tiers. Yes, I do think the low tiers needed durability. The tech tree, it still needs work. The goddamn tech tree still needs work. And the implementation of collector vehicles is cool. Details coming soon. Other changes, including the shells, require very few and will not be implemented anytime soon. So don't worry about the shell changes, ladies and gentlemen. That is not coming anytime soon. It may still be 2.0. You may see some of these changes here, tech tree shit and stuff, even sooner than that. They've been working on this shit for over 2 years now, and they still can't get their fucking head out of their goddamn ass to figure it out. Everybody wants what? Here's what everybody wants. Lower the penetration by 5%. Premium rounds and lower their damage by 10%, and you fixed the fucking issue, Wargaming. God, You want to work every problem in a roundabout way. Instead, your big issue, and it's the biggest complaint that I've read on the forums and everything, is the amount of premium ammo being slung. Got it. If you got a lot of premium tanks, you can get a lot of credits, you can get a lot of premium ammo, and your special ammo. I'm sorry. Here's what you need to goddamn well do. Here's what it is. Fix the premium rounds. Don't fix everything else around it. Fix the premium rounds. You fix the problem, you don't have to worry about all the rest of the shit that you're fucking breaking. We're also keeping in mind vehicles that were supposed to be checked when the new balance test occurs. We'll be ready to talk about future steps and potential of all the future around mid-March. So mid-March, check for mid-March. So you're going to have more information, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to keep that up. Once again, the global changes will not be released without testing by players first. This is good. But the freaking problem is, and I'm going to tell you this, the Sandbox server is in fucking Russia. It is in Russia. Do you know the number of NA players I actually seen on that? I can count them on both my hands. For the time I was on it, and I put, probably a good 100 battles on it, on primetime North America, non-primetime North America, primetime Russian time, primetime European time, and literally the number of North American players I seen on there, I can count on my two hands. That's not including myself, ladies and gentlemen. The number of European servers was probably at the max 50 that I seen. Now that does it again in 100 battles, at least 100 battles. That doesn't give me a great number. All right. Some of the battles, the early battles, I was just having fun running around, testing out some shit, testing out the HE mechanics and doing shit like that. Wasn't really worried about doing anything specific. I was doing a lot of stupid shit, like with the lower tiers. I was just rushing out to see how much damage I could do and how long I could last before I got killed. I was checking the HP stuff. So there's a lot going on. I'm a lot really irritated about some things. Part of it is the whole simple fact it was supposed to be 10 days of full testing, and they did 9. All right. So, yeah, I wanted another day, and I didn't even go to the forums yet to put any of my responses in, or let them see any of my people's responses to my video. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for being so irritated. Sorry before the foul language. It did slip sometimes. It does when I get really irritated and pissed off. I still do hate the simple fact that they're calling the tech tree thing universal when I actually showed you Russia gets a second tier 2, Germany and Britain get a second tier 3, and good old US of A has to wait until tier fucking 4 to get any ability to change. I am going to be putting my thoughts and comments on the forums here. I'm going to find the post. I'm going to put a link to this video, and I'm going to put a link to the last video. So hopefully Wargaming actually stops and takes a look at that stuff too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Taz. I'm going to get out of here before I get any more irritated at Wargaming and their stupidity. All right, this is Great Taz. I'm signing off.